Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K and my good buddy Dadskis. Welcome back to the channel. Today is very exciting because we're gonna be installing our custom painted full carbon gas tank for our Lamborghini Panigale. Don't forget, you can be entered to win this bike, patreon.com/CampisiCustoms. Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, the beautiful Christina K is going to be doing the unboxing, gracing us with her presence with another beautiful bikini one-piece swimsuit from Boutique LA with side boob of the gods. If you missed yesterday's video, we did a Patreon only video finishing the installation on this bad boy. We actually drilled the holes for the exhaust hanging. Dado did a phenomenal job. He hand bent those pieces and they turned out absolutely incredible. Look at that. Yeah, so this is actually installed. We do have a few things left to finish up on here, and then we're going to be transferring all of the parts from our regular gas tank to our new gas tank. This is the gas tank cover. Look at that beautiful piece. Again, done by a local painter here.
It's crazy how well this is clear coated.
It is. Shout out to Dave Leitner for his incredible work. You can hit him up on Instagram. I believe it's just at Dave Leitner. We'll show you how that looks at the end. You can just set it on the ground for now.
Nice. On the ground. Okay, let me just
on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
All right. Why don't you? Okay. Don't forget, if you can't get enough of this beauty, you can check out all her spicy links in the comment section below. Here is our full carbon, custom painted Lamborghini inspired gas tank. Look at that beauty right there.
Putting this on is gonna start to get you.
I know, dude. I'm so hyped. And I also just took delivery of my Lamborghini Street Fighter. That's gonna be getting shipped down here very soon. Here's a little tiny sneak peek if she can do it, which I don't think she's good enough, but we'll see. Look at that. Dado, she did your job for you, bud.
Somewhere like that. Something like that.
It's done. Let's hop on out of here.
Look at
the blue next to the blue and the carbon. Oh my God, it's gonna be so sick. Are you picking it back up?
Yeah.
All right. So these are actual real Lamborghini color codes. This is blue Cepheus. We left the carbon showing. That's tape that's gonna come off. We're gonna be doing all that today. These are decals that were printed for us by Tyler, another local guy here. And then Dave did all the painting and everything else, but he sanded everything down. There's next to no, you can't even feel anything. The quality of the paintwork is absolutely incredible. It literally rivals the Lamborghini Street Fighter that I just picked up this past weekend at Ducati, New York City. Like, it's literally not far off. So
beautiful.
There it is. There's the new carbon tank. Very expensive, and that's what we're going to be working on today, and I'm very, very excited. And of course, a massive shout out to Manny from Moto Million for getting us all of these incredible parts, sponsoring this build. If you guys want to get parts for your motorcycles, motomillion.com, use my code CAMPISI, save yourself some money.
Yeah.
Thank you, Teener Wieners. Now, Dadskis, take it away. Yeah, Dado really hasn't seen the paintwork up close yet, because it's all been at my house.
Bits and pieces I have.
But isn't it, like, the quality is insane, huh?
Told you. I know a guy.
Especially considering we just picked up my Lamborghini Street Fighter this past weekend, and that quality, don't get me wrong, is amazing, but this is literally just as good, I think.
So earlier when you said full carbon, it's actually carbon Kevlar.
Yeah.
Is what the main structure.
Component, yeah.
And then they wrap it in carbon, and then they vacuum everything.
Yeah. But it's like, pick that up once.
But like, you'd probably get shot at, and the fuel would still stay in a tank.
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy.
It's silly how light that is.
I smell everything.
So I think first we're and even show the underside. He didn't have to do that on the underside like that, but he did. He clear coated and sanded all that even. It's just the amount of detail that he went to on these parts is just absolutely insane. Like, it looks incredible. Outside in the sun, there's sparkle in it, flecking too. It's just gonna look insane. So we're not ready for this yet. We're gonna finish the rear subframe first, and then we'll work on transferring all the stock parts over. But I'm freaking hyped, dude.
I wanted to check for like debris and stuff. He had everything taped off perfectly, but sometimes these tanks are dusty on the inside.
With the sand, right?
Ours does have some.
The blasting material.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do,
Look at that.
I think it's from polishing the initially clear coat. But what I'm gonna do is when I pull this,
Blow it out.
yeah, I'm gonna go in there and blow everything out.
Yeah. God, it just looks so good. Okay, let's get to work on the rear subframe. Then we'll move on to this. Okay, so we're continuing with the rear subframe installation, which is technically video number 3. There's a lot of stuff, prepping it, installing it, finishing all the wiring, putting all of these bolts in. Look, you can see the bolts in here from where he drilled the carbon. It's insane. And we did already verify with the stock tank that those don't hit the stock, the bolts don't hit the stock tank. Well, the tank, I guess I should say. But it's finishing up it's like part of the heat shielding down there. And then after that, he's gonna, move on to the wiring? Or are you gonna do this? Yeah, I guess this is technically wiring too, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. All right, next step is plugging everything back in.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to figure out what goes where.
So this is for the taillight, and then this is for the license and turn.
Yep. Tail tidy.
So we got this harness here that goes up the back of the tail section, so that goes in there. This goes into the taillight, then we have that plug for the
OBD.
Yeah.
OBD.
Then you got the fuel pump. This is for the suspension, compression and rebound plugs. Yep. We're gonna run those through that grommet along with the wire that comes up through for the O2 sensor, and that's this. So we took a lot of these, like you can see all these retainer clips.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna have to zip tie them because there's no space on the new setup.
Right, yeah.
But that's what I'm gonna work on right now and try to find some areas to attach this to.
Okay.
All the wires are plugged in, zip tied out of the way, grommet's in. Everything is plugged in except for the fuel pump.
Grommet.
And then we got to figure out if we're going to put this harness here or up here. We'll do that once the tank is kind of in place. So I'm just going to
see what kind of room we have.
Let that hang out there. Everything else is tidied up and neat.
That's impressive. It looks really good. And this looks really nice back here. All right, everything's plugged in. Also, if you're wondering why there's a hole here, it's so that he could get to that bolt right down there. I forgot to show that, but it didn't do anything except completely ruin the integrity of the rear subframe.
What a dickhead.
All right, we're prepping the tank, the new tank, for the stock parts to get swapped over. So he's basically blowing it out inside with his air compressor to get all of the particle out of there.
Very, very small, fine dust in there.
What's that stuff called? I always forget.
What, sandblasting?
No, but what's that material from sandblasting called? It's like I forget. We'll think about it later.
Yeah, so
debris.
The stuff that's in there, like I said, is from them when they were sanding and doing stuff to the clear coat for the carbon fiber. It's probably what that's from.
Yeah, and remember every tank we got just from Full 6 had some of that stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't mean from Dave. He had it.
Oh, okay.
He had all the holes
Gotcha.
off. I'm saying from every time we get carbon.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I mean, so now what?
Well, I gotta look inside and make sure everything's blown out really well. This
tank looks insane. I'm
and
so
then
excited.
We'll put this aside and start taking the parts like the fuel pump and stuff off of the factory tank. We'll swap everything over. There's some like bracket bushings and all kinds of stuff that needs to swap over.
And grommets.
And grommet.
And grommet. Okay, so we're pulling all of these stock fittings off of this tank. We already got some parts removed. Right now, it's probably the most important part to not screw up, right? The fuel pump.
Yeah, so when you're pulling the fuel pump out, there is a float in there that tells you how much fuel you have. You basically have to twist it and turn it at angles in order to pull that out, because it's not just like the rod like bends.
Yeah.
Has a little floaty thing on it.
It's weird that they're not like electronic at this point.
They are electronic, but there's still
I know, but it's such a weird. Oh.
Hey, this one is.
There you go. That's what I was talking about, like pressurized.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why would you need like a dirty ass float? You know what the float was? It was the BMW, bro.
No.
Get on Ducati's level.
No, they typically have floats on them, because remember us taking out like 400 of them.
You know what I like doing, Dado?
What?
I like ordering a mixed drink with a float on the top.
Really?
With the extra shots.
Sure.
Put in the comments section below if you do that. All right, we drained all of the gas out of the tank. Now we can remove the gas cap. Before we do that, we're having some light beers because we're both watching our girlish figures.
We gotta flush it with Michelob first.
Yeah.
And followed up by Miller.
Miller. Best sound in the world. Ready? Oh, I love that sound.
You know what's weird?
What?
How big are these cans?
It does look very small in your hand. Look at this. Cheers, fam.
I call these little sippers. Cheers,
It's
guys.
build number 14, I think it
Holy
is.
shit.
I love Miller Lights. They're so good. I don't know what it is.
I keep my fridge like almost frozen cold.
I love it. Okay, cap coming off, gas cap.
Yep.
And then we gotta get all these bolts out, being very careful not to drop them in the gas tank. Just kidding. It's wide open on the bottom, they'd fall right out. Yahtzee. And then that's pretty much everything. Just a couple of other little things to transfer over, and
There's two brackets here on the bottom.
We'll be rocking and rolling.
One bolt each, and then
Yeah.
and
And then this guy, right?
No.
No? Really?
Why would we take that out?
I don't know. I just want to talk to him. All right, this is officially done. We got everything off of it, and I'm gonna go set it outside because it's getting us hot.
You don't drop it.
If anybody wants a gas tank, free Ducati gas tank right outside of Dado's shop. I'm kidding. Do not take this. I gotta send that to Manny.
I could really use that on one of my lawnmowers.
Stop it. All right, folks. Moment of truth. We're installing our first parts onto our new gas tank. And boy, is it exciting. I'm not a toy, I'm a real boy.
So this is the crappy part. These are essentially to have these like little spacers.
Retainers, spacers.
There's nothing to hold them on there because this is aftermarket piece.
Yeah.
And this is, well, this is aftermarket stock. I was telling Jared, I'm like, why don't we just glue them in? That way we don't have to do this again. So now the tank has to be completely flat. Horizontally, so we can put this on, so we don't lose those little threads. You lose one threaded piece, you gotta take all back out, every single one.
Don't drop anything in the tank either.
Don't like that.
Never get them.
Yeah.
We'll have to flip the bike upside down.
Yeah.
So you want me to hold it like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuel pump being inserted. We're getting fuel all over our fresh paint scheme. Oh, by the way, I realized why this doesn't have a floater in there. It's because this bike does not have a fuel gauge.
I thought it did.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I really did.
It only has a gas. It just like comes on and says, go get gas.
In my defense, I never look at the dash. And on top of that, I'm always in race mode. Now, I think
that's true. It doesn't show you. Yeah, it'll show you the fuel light though. But I think the Street Fighter might have a fuel gauge now. We'll see. But yeah, that's funny. This doesn't have a fuel gauge.
What other?
The M1000 does.
No, there was Ducatis that we took off before that had the floats. I know that.
The Diablo does. The Monster I think does too. Yeah, the Monster has a fuel gauge. That's why. That was the last one that we did. That makes sense. Okay, so we're putting the fuel pump in. We're gonna tighten it down and pray that it seals. All right, fuel pump is in, tightened down. We got the fuel hose on. All of the different pieces of hardware are installed. And if Dado flips it over to the front, you can see the fuel cap as well, which looks absolutely incredible. Look at that. Oh my God, it looks amazing. So I think the next thing we can do is test fit this on the bike. I don't think we're gonna tighten it all down and hook it all up just yet because there's a chance we might have to actually take it back off again to put on some of these exhaust heat shields and stuff like that. So I think the smartest thing to do would be to just...
And if we get the cover for underneath.
Yeah, right, which I'm gonna get. Yeah, so that you won't see the blue, you'll just see carbon right there. So I think for now, we'll just set it on here and see how it looks. All right, here's a moment of truth, folks.
Just gotta be very careful.
With that fuel line.
Yeah, that's the only bummer about these. There's a fuel line that gets pinched if you're not careful, so just gotta... I need hands.
Take your time, dude. God, it looks so good. Can't wait to... Yeah, that thing's a bitch, huh? Maybe I'll give you a hand with this.
I can't...
All right, folks. Oh, you want to grab the seat? Okay, hold on. Well, the seat's red. Remember, we don't have the... All right, so we're just test fitting everything. Christina wanted a seat on there with red on it for some reason.
I mean, like, look at this. It just like stops here, and you're not gonna see this anyway. You know?
Okay.
I just think it looks cool.
Look at this. Let me step up here. Look at that.
Beautiful.
The view right there. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have a carbon ignition cover right here. This is gonna be blacked out. All that's gonna be carbon up there. Like, it's gonna look absolutely
still a ways to go.
Insane. Yeah, but you're starting to get an idea now of how this is gonna look. Like from right here, look at that. Ooh, that is gonna be absolutely incredible. So yeah, we're gonna leave the tank test fitted. Probably this is a good place to stop for now. I think it looks amazing. Good work, Dotskis. Good work, Tina Wieners, on the unboxing. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love it. This looks so freaking good. And like even from the back, the blue underneath, Dotto and I were both saying, it actually kind of ties all in with the tail section. See that, teens? Because he brought the blue around.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to see. I'm still gonna get the carbon piece, and we'll.
Blue with the titanium coming through on the sauce. That's really cool too.
We'll get your opinion on it all. But Jesus, man, this
it looks beautiful.
Is gonna be insane. So I think that's it for this episode. Next episode, I actually don't know what we're gonna be doing. Probably front fairing stuff. We're gonna be doing the carbon front fairings day, and then we can put on the front, because then doesn't the front need to be on for the side fairings? Yeah, then we can do the nose piece, the mirrors, all that. This is all gonna be replaced with carbon. So yeah, it's gonna be epic. So we'll do this, then we'll do the front, and then we'll do the sides and the belly, and then this thing's gonna be like together, which is really exciting. So yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Shout out to Moto Million for sponsoring the build. Always check out their links in the description below. If you want to be entered to win this bike and help support these projects, patreon.com/Campisi Customs. It's always the first link in the description below. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.